Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
People from all around the country and right here in the Valley continue to flock to D.C. to honor our fallen heroes. This week is dedicated to honoring the men and women who keep our communities safe. And this year, more than 75 people from the Red River Valley are out to support family and friends of Officer Jason Mosier. Valley News Team's Christy Larson shares more from D.C.
Tens of thousands of people have traveled to Washington, D.C. this week for National Police Week. They are here to pay their respects, honor, and remember those who have fallen in the line of duty. One name being added to the marble slabs this year is Officer Jason Mosier, who was lost back in February of 2016.
We put some stuff there, and it brought tears to your eyes to see his name on there. Then we all traced his name on a piece of paper, so we all took them. We're going to frame them, so we have those to remember.
The Mosier family says that it's going to be hard to relive, but a great way to pay tribute to their son. The National Peace Officers Memorial Service is happening on Monday on West Lawn at the Capitol Hill. In Washington, Christy Larson, Valley News Live.
And as Christy said, tomorrow is the National Peace Officers Memorial Service to honor those killed in the line of duty in 2016. So stick with Valley News Live all day tomorrow for coverage, starting with the Valley Today. Coming up after weather, find out how mothers of high school grads can deal with an empty nest. Plus, we find out what keeps this mother-daughter duo so close.
And turning to weather, let's take a live look outside from our Fargo Skycam. We are seeing partly cloudy skies, still very warm out there for this time of year. We had a mainly dry day in Fargo and reached a high again into the mid to upper 80s in some areas, especially into the Southern Valley. 74 right now under our share of clouds here in the Fargo area. Wind north at 12 miles per hour, Moorhead at 73, and Grand Forks is holding at 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Other temperatures show we have 67 Jamestown, 65 Devils Lake, 64 at Langdon, 66 out toward Roseau and into Lakes Country. Temperatures at Detroit Lakes and Fergus Falls into the lower 70s. So the satellite loop showing that we have this low pressure system, this occluded front making its way through, gave some areas some showers and thunderstorms as we went through the morning hours, and then everything turned dry. High pressure is working its way in and will keep us dry as we go through the next 24 hours or so. So as we track it through time, your Monday forecast, we got mostly cloudy skies out there. Most of the day actually does look good. Another warm day, highs near that 80-degree mark in the Fargo area, with some showers and thunderstorms moving through later on into the evening as temperatures fall back through the 70s. Other high temperatures look like this: 78 at Oak, 76 at Jamestown, 78 at Wahpeton, and temperatures around 73 degrees tomorrow in the Bemidji area. Now, taking a look at the severe storm risk, if you're south of, say, mainly I-94, including Otter Tail County, you're in a marginal risk of severe weather as we go through the evening hours tomorrow. Everybody else seeing some general thunderstorms with that one. And we have a marginal risk on Tuesday also. This one is for Lakes Country and our South Dakota counties. So definitely some strong to possibly severe thunderstorms possible as we go through the next couple of days. And we will see our share of rainfall as we go through the Monday through Wednesday time frame. This is one of our models. As you can see with this yellow on the map, this is 1 to 2 inches of rain. Everybody else seeing a ½ inch to an inch. So it's a little early to look at rainfall amounts yet, but definitely stay tuned as we go through the next few days. And be prepared for significant rainfall as we go through the Monday through Wednesday time frame of next week. Temperatures falling into the lower 60s by Wednesday, turning windy out there. Then 61 on Thursday, 64 Friday, partly to mostly cloudy skies. It will be dry, though. We have a chance of some showers for next weekend, and cooler, only 58 on Saturday and 65 for the day on Sunday.
Hey, it doesn't look that bad, Justin.
Nope, not really.
Thanks so much. So many of you took advantage of this fantastic weather this weekend by going fishing. This picture was sent in to us by Georgia Flieger, and she says her husband Thomas caught it this weekend southeast of Holly. And this 28-inch walleye was caught in Devil's Lake by the little angler in the picture. His name is Wyatt Olson, and he was out with his dad, Sean. Now, if you caught a fish you'd like to share, go to our Facebook page and post it. Tell us where you caught it and how big it was, and we'll show some of the best pictures on the news. One person was hurt after a crash that involved two motorcycles in Otter Tail County. It happened yesterday afternoon on County Road 35 in Underwood, Minnesota. State Patrol says 66-year-old Thomas Miranowski from Breckenridge was slowing down so he could fix a mechanical problem with his bike when he was rear-ended by another motorcyclist driven by 72-year-old Donald Caravo from Elizabeth. Caravo was taken to a Lake Region Hospital in Fergus Falls to be treated for his injuries, and Miranowski was not hurt. Officers say alcohol played a role in a two-vehicle crash that killed a 7-year-old girl and one adult on the Iron Range last night. Authorities say around 11:55 p.m., two men were traveling south in a truck on County Road 25 when they collided with a car at the intersection of Highway 169 and County Road 25 east of Hibbing. The male driver of the truck and a 7-year-old girl were killed in the crash. She was a passenger in the car with 4 other people from Hibbing. A 15-year-old in that car also suffered life-threatening injuries, according to State Patrol. The other passengers in the car and the passenger of the truck were also hurt. The State Patrol says that the driver of the truck and his passenger have been drinking. On this Mother's Day, many moms are preparing to either send a high schooler off to college or their college grad into the real world, leaving some of them with an empty nest. And though it may be hard for some, our reporter Marcy Marbut spoke with a counselor who says there are ways to handle this new stage of life.
The first one, very difficult. I couldn't just call his teacher and tell him he was sick for the day and make sure that they were eating right, or kind of lonely.
That's how Tracy Thompson felt when her first child went to college. It's called empty nest syndrome, which is not a clinical diagnosis, but a feeling of loss and sadness many parents go through when their child leaves home. Gail Nelson, a psychologist, says some have trouble handling the situation.
Sometimes people don't handle it well. Sometimes people really lose their identity if they're not a parent. They even forget how to be a friend. They forget how to be a spouse.
Dr. Nelson says parents can cope effectively by reframing the empty nest into a positive experience.
Know that it's coming and then appreciate it and then celebrate it as a rite of passage and a developmental task.
She also adds that parents need to keep in mind that the transition can be hard for kids too.
We have to remember that this is a developmental task. It is something that is normal and natural. Parents have to understand and appreciate what they're going through personally, trying to let go, but they also have to understand and appreciate what their kids are going through. It's a big world out there.
Nelson says to have faith in your kids because as a parent, you've been preparing them their entire lives to make their own decisions.
You'll get somebody back at Christmas who's different because they need to go out into the world and figure out who they are now.
Now he really is an adult, and he's by himself, and I mean, he's already got his job.
In Fargo, Marcy Marbut, Valley News Live.
Mother's Day was extra special at the Red River Zoo, where mom and kids got in for free. And once they were there, they got to hang out with all the new babies that were born at the zoo last year. From a baby kittens to camels and lambs, the baby boom was no coincidence because the zoo has been actively breeding some of the animals as part of a species survival plan.
So species survival plan is for animals that are going extinct in the wild. What we do is we breed them in captivity to make sure that their genetic diversity is so that if something were to happen in the wild, we were able to have a good, stable population of different genetics in captivity.
Now, here's a fun fact. The Red River Zoo is one of 116 zoos in North America that has a species survival plan program. Moms are famous for making you feel better when no one else can. And as our reporter Andrew Horn shows us, making people feel better runs in the family for this mother-daughter duo.
On Mother's Day, this family reflects on some great memories.
I still think the coupons I got when they were little kids from grade school about doing all these chores, but I think she put expiration dates on all hers, so.
I don't remember that, but it sounds like something I would do. Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny.
But this is no ordinary mother-daughter combo. Dr. Jessica Carlson always wanted to follow in her mother's footsteps.
My mom's a genius. You know, I aspire to be what she is someday, hopefully.
Carlson's mother, Dr. Brenda Miller, is a family physician. So in following Mom's footsteps, Carlson chose medicine. Miller didn't try talking her daughter out of that choice, but she wasn't always enthusiastic about her daughter's decision.
She chose medicine irrespective of any advice of me. That was something she chose before. She has wanted to do that since she was a little kid.
Carlson says it was the advice her mother gave her that helped her choose medicine.
My mom never directed me towards any specific field. She always said, be the best that you can be at whatever you're going to do. And so I think that that was great advice.
Advice that Carlson will try to pass to her 2 daughters.
Now, this is a smart family. Dr. Miller also has 2 sons that are in the medical field. Up next, lawmakers in D.C. put in their 2 cents on who should replace James Comey as the FBI director.